Hey, what's up everybody? Anthony Alfredo here. I just arrived at SimSeat, so we're gonna go knock on the door, see if anyone's around. Oh, there we go.
Can I see some credentials, please?
Credentials? What do I need, hot passes or something?
Hey man, come on in.
What's going on? Alright, what's up everybody? I'm here with Zach from SimSeats. This is my first time at headquarters because I'm here in Richmond, Virginia for the Xfinity Cup race. Went to the Xfinity race last night, hung out at the SimSeats Expo at the track in the new fan grounds. And now I'm here at headquarters. We're going to play on some simulators, and Zach's going to give us a shop tour too so we can see what it's all about here and how a sim gets built from start to finish.
So we're here. Thanks for coming, Anthony. Just want to give you a quick tour of the shop. And this is our showroom, and the idea is anybody wants to buy a SimSeats package, they can come here and they can demo the different packages that we sell. So if we look to the left, then you can see our Legend Pack. So this is the top of the line package. This is the one that guys would use for training. So we have pro drivers that would use this kind of equipment to get on track on the sim and iRacing to get some seat time. So you can see this one has direct drive steering, it has wheel with pedals. Here's Brian driving, say hi Brian.
Hi Brian.
And it has triple 32-inch curved monitors to give you that kind of wraparound view. So this is a Legend Pack. We also do this in motion if you want to have motion as well. If we look over here, we're in the process of building a Pro Pack demo. So if you look at it, it's basically the same controls, but it's got a little bit more user-friendly seat, if you will, because it has tilt adjustment and it's not a full wraparound bucket seat. So it's still a really nice seat, Sparco R333. And then instead of the triple 32s, you got the 49-inch ultra-wide Samsung monitor. Pretty slick setup because you don't get as much wraparound as the triples, but you don't have a bezel in the same place. You get some pretty wide view. So I really like this setup. Also, both of these have the Z906 Logitech surround sound. Really good power to that system. Really nice bass. If you've got neighbors living below you, it's not going to go well. Now we're walking through kind of the lounge area of the showroom. We've got a 70-inch TV up here. It's showing actually a replay right now.
That was me getting fenced right there.
That's Anthony getting crushed by Malik and Jimmy. But yeah, so this is kind of just a place to hang out. You know, if you're coming here to check out some sims, you know, this is a hangout space too. So we do like racing movies and stuff like that in here, whatever you want to do. This is getting into maybe a little bit more budget conscious models. So this one right here is a novice pack, and this guy still has a 49-inch ultra-wide wraparound screen, but for the controls you're going with more like Thrustmaster and Logitech. So this guy is the Thrustmaster TSPC Racer. It's pretty decent force feedback for a budget model. So I really like this wheel. It's got Thrustmaster pedals on it, and for the single monitor, the PC stepped down a little bit to get the price down. And then it's still got the Sparco R333 seat. You can see this one compared to the Pro package, a little bit different design. That's an option you can get. So if you buy stuff from us, you can get whatever you want. It's totally custom tailored. So this one's an all black seat. The other one you saw on the Pro pack has got the silver and the red accents. Whatever you want, we can do it. And then this one over here, this is a rookie pack that's being built. So this guy has the Logitech wheel on it, and it's got the Logitech pedals. One cool thing that we do, even though it's a budget model, we still like doing some cool stuff. So this one has inverted pedals, and so we do that in-house. We take them apart, and we have a special mount for them and inverse them. Gets a better feel to the pedals, I think. So these, for a budget pedal, I actually really like these Logitechs. So this is a really nice setup too.
So I wanted to show you guys something. Like, Zach, tell them what this is right here.
Okay, so these are places that we've been in the U.S. doing either shows or doing installations. So you can see we've been all over the U.S. If we do shipping, you know, it's not on here, so there's a lot more places we ship to. But this is just places that SimSeats has a presence, and we've been. So you see pretty heavy on the East Coast, Charlotte. There's not enough room to put all the pins on there because there's a lot of drivers there. But yeah, decent presence on the East Coast, a lot going on in Florida around Daytona. And we even have some people on the West Coast. You know, we still do shows over there, and we actually ship sims out fly in and do installations for people on the West Coast too, because we do turnkey setups. You can buy a turnkey simulator. We also do the installation.
So like you show all these places and you mention how some of them like there's not even enough room to put all the pins. So how many installations have you done? Like you've been doing this for how long?
We've been doing this since 2009, so it's been 10 years. Our first year, our first December, we did 75 simulators, and we were really small at the time.
This is their first year, guys.
Yeah.
First 2 months, they did 75 simulators. Isn't that insane?
And we didn't even have a FedEx pickup, so I was loading up my little Toyota pickup truck with boxes of simulators. I had to make like 4 runs in one day full of simulators, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we've come a long way. I want to give you a shop tour to show you the whole place. We've been in this space for 10 years. At one point we had a really small space, and we've sort of grown and we've taken over the whole place. So let's take a look at it.
Yeah, let's see it.
So we're going to head out to the shop, but first I want to show you the Wall of Fame that's in progress. So we just moved over to this area, and so we just moved in about July, I want to say. And so we're moving everything over, so you can see we've got a lot of our shots with some of the pros. All these were at the NASCAR filming in Daytona earlier this year. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got a couple other little things in here, just little brochures and dirty hats. And there's Austin Theriault. He's in the Cup Series right now. We had a little event with him, and they gave us a die-cast car. So then this guy, you might recognize him. We got him.
That guy's weird looking. I don't know why you have a picture of him on there.
And then we've got our Anthony Alfredo shrine right here. This is where we worship this shrine once a day before we get started for work.
So tell him about that.
You did that.
Yeah. So that right there, that's the OG SimSeats hero card. So it's so hard to turn this around because I have to stay in front of the mic. But yeah, so you can see I drew SimSeats on the quarter panel and the hood and signed it and gave it to Zach when we were in Vegas because we hadn't had hero cards made up yet. This is the official one.
That's the new one.
So yeah. So that's where the inspiration came from. That's the OG one. It's framed. That's one of one right there.
That's right. How much do you think that thing's going to be worth?
I don't know. Hopefully a lot.
On the 2019 chassis, we have custom side plates that we can put on it, and we can do any colors, and we can also put any branding you want on it. This is just a demonstration of ones that we've done. So these are the SimSeats. This is the standard branding that comes on it. You can get it any color you want, and you can also do custom CNC. If you're a Dale Jr. fan, you can do one of these. If you're a TJ Majors fan, if you're a Richmond Raceway fan, we can do whatever you want. We do custom CNC in-house.
That's an apparel too.
We got some merch too. All right, everything we make comes from 12-foot long sticks of metal. So these are all the different tubing sizes that we use to make the frames. Because we make them in-house, we're made in USA. We take these guys right here, and then we run it through this bandsaw. So we know all the sizes of all the pieces that we need to make everything we sell on the website, and they all get cut right here. We can do 15 at a time, whatever we need to do at the time. We take those, and then they come over here. They get finished on the bench grinder, or they get angles cut in them, or they get holes drilled them, whatever we need to fill this rack over here. So let's take a walk over here. So again, everything that we sell on the website, we know all the sizes to make them, and then all those sizes are right here. So you can see all the different pieces that are lined up. So we just keep this staged so that we can make pieces as fast as possible. So we do custom orders. Every order is custom. We build the order because everybody gets something a little different. And that's why we do this. We try to get ahead of the curve as much as we can. And now we'll jump over to the other side and see where it's made. So this is the welding area. So we got our welder over here that can grab from the other side. So all those pieces are coming in from this side, and then the welder grabs them on the other side of the rack. He grabs those pieces, and then he sets them up here on the welding table. We have different jigs depending on what you're making to make sure that they're exactly the same every time. Right here, this is kind of cool because you can see an SRX being made in the process. So this is a raw frame. It's just been finished up. It's just been ground down, and it's about ready for powder coat. And so this guy is going on to another order, another Legend Pack order actually, and so this one's about ready to go. So take a look.
It's really cool to see these being built in the whole process because obviously I've never been here yet, so I was always curious of what it looks like, and it's so cool to see how everything's made from the same size, steel tubing, and it's cut up, they have it ready, so then, like you said, the welder could put it all together. And this is the same base chassis as simulator I have at my house, so that's really cool to see it being put together. How long does it usually take from start to finish, from the time you start? I mean, I guess you have some stuff pre-cut, but how long does a rig take to build, like start to finish?
So everything goes into a workflow process, and it takes about 2 weeks to get an order done. but that's because we've got orders in workflow. Now, if we were to make one frame, make all the pieces, we could probably do it in 2 days. But we have enough backlog that it comes out to about 2 weeks to finish a whole setup. So a lot of these pieces, again, are pre-made. So this is actually wheel deck. So this is a wheel deck that's on your frame, Anthony. So these are all made, ready to go. And when we go to fill an order, we'll grab a couple pieces and we go to fill that order. So same thing up here. These are the speaker mounts that go on the back of your chassis. They're all ready to go. These are kind of cool. These are kind of trick pieces. This is the swing arm for the keyboard tray. So that's all ready to go. Shifter mounts, keyboard tray holders. We're trying to keep the shelf stocked as much as we can. So when we're done with making a simulator, it all gets lined up right here so you can see a bunch of stuff ready to go. So all these pieces are to fill either existing orders, or sometimes a complete order would be on this table ready to go. What's happening next is the powder coater is going to grab those pieces and then he's going to wash and outgas them. So this is an oven right here. All the pieces get washed, they get put in here and outgassed. That gets all the oils and the residue and stuff like that out of it, and then it goes to powder coat. So this is the dark and dingy powder coat booth. When we're working, we turn the lights on. Something like that. We've got a few more lights. And basically what happens is a part gets hanged on these hooks right here. The powder coat process is that the parts are grounded, and then this gun right here, we put a powder coat bottle on here that holds the powder. This gun charges the powder as it comes out of the gun. It sticks to the part, and then you get this kind of matte black. If you're going to do like a gloss black frame, you get this matte black looking part, and it actually doesn't look that good when it gets the powder on it. But the next step is it's got to go into the oven. So it goes into the oven for about 15 minutes, 400 degrees. That's our recipe. And then you get these nice, clean, powder-coated parts. So these are a couple of custom pieces that we're doing in yellow, and super durable finish when it comes to powder. So you don't have to worry about it getting nicked or scratched or anything like that.
So you guys are getting as inside a look as I am. It's really kind of Zach to give us not only a full tour, but teach us the process and everything. So it's really cool to see how the whole thing's made. I appreciate him giving the time, but we're still only about, we're just getting started with this tour. Yeah. So let's see what else we could learn.
So now I'm going to show you guys the R&D side of the building, and you can't tell anybody what I'm getting ready to show you. Hey, while we're here, we got a little bit more Wall of Fame stuff, so you might recognize some of these guys. All right, this is some really cool stuff. This is our build room / R&D room, and if we're experimenting, which we always are because we're always changing things to make them better, it all happens in here. And so you guys are going to get a little sneak peek on some stuff that's in the works. Can't tell you when it's going to be ready, but why don't we take a look at it. So this guy right here is a 4-foot tall by 10-foot wide wraparound projection screen. It's got 2 projectors that are blended together. We have to use special software to warp and blend it to get it to line up. And then we have a SimXperience G-seat, so it gives you G-forces. It kind of pushes on your ribs and your back to give you the feeling of G-forces in the car. It also has speed-sensitive fans, so as you go faster, you get more airflow blowing on you. It's just really cool. It gives you a little more sensation of speed, and it also kind of keeps you cool. So that's one of the things about sim racing is you're sitting in a sim and you're really static air, which is not the way it is in the car. You actually have some air buffeting around. It kind of cools you off. So that's what's neat about the speed-sensitive fans on this. So we'll let Anthony take you for a spin.
All right, guys, I'm on this big badass simulator here at SimSeats. This is the R&D machine. So we hopped on Las Vegas. We're gonna go from, I guess this time we're going from reality to sim because we just raced here last week in the SimSeats truck. But let's see how realistic this thing is. Oh my gosh, this seat is ridiculous. Oh, the wind, this is crazy. I feel like I'm outside, like I need to yell to talk. This is awesome. I don't know if you can see me bouncing, but the whole rig is motion and the seats replicating G-forces. This is honestly incredible. when you hit the wall too, the way it shakes is pretty wild. I don't know that from experience. So this thing is absolutely insane how realistic it is. You can see me shaking around, the seats filling up with air, replicating the G-forces, and when you brake, it nosedives and everything. It's insane. You know what I want to test is a Stadium Super Truck on this thing. Alright guys, now we're in a Stadium Super Truck. I want to show you what this puppy right here does. This is a handbrake, so I don't really think I know how to use one. I know what it does, so let me see if I can figure it out. Rolled over there. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
All right, now halfway through the process, we've got the frame manufactured, finished. We've got it powder coated. The next step is to prep them. So they get these end caps, they get thumb screws on the top, they get stickers, whatever they need depending on the part. Now this step, two things can happen. Either it gets wrapped and prepped for shipping, which happens in here, or all those pieces get sent over to the other side of the warehouse where we have a build room, and we're gonna take you to that next. All right, so the last step of the process is in the build room. And right here, we've got a Legend pack that's being built. This guy right here, he's out in California, so we finished manufacturing and now it's being assembled and it's gonna get tested before we send it out. So pretty cool setup.
Zach's got two of these over here. I think I gotta take one home and put it in the real truck, so hopefully he doesn't realize one's missing. Alright guys, so that's been the tour of SimSeats. We had a lot of fun today, did some cool stuff. There's also going to be a video of me racing against two professional iRacers, world champion contenders Malik Ray and Jimmy Mullis. So that was really fun. Learned some tricks from them and then hopped on the big, crazy, insane, full motion wraparound screen simulator. So that was really cool, and I really appreciate the hospitality from Zach and everyone at SimSeats letting us come by here. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're about to head off to Richmond Raceway. So before we do that, what do you got to say, Zach?
Just happy to have you here, Anthony, and it's so cool to show you guys what happens here at SimSeats. So look us up, www.sim-seats.com. Send me an email, zach@sim-seats.com, and let's talk about what you want to do with your simulator.